And welcome everybody as we slowly start in to hopefully the last part of our first case file. Carson murders. I got the buttons pressing. We got this, guys. Well, the music wasn't as exciting at first. Just a little bit of a loop going on here of different things, and this is a bit slower. There we go. But, Rabbit, how come you're not in your picture? Oh, there we are. Oh, I gotta adjust your picture. We're just going to do that live. Why not? Oh, there we go. Fixed. Amazing work there, Rabbit. There we go. As we have our crew, I want to welcome you guys back as we are now in the last part of the Carson murders case. When last we left our investigators, a lot happened. There is now the Shadow Streets playlist on YouTube, which has our episodes, the last couple. And to quickly sum up, I'm making sure my microphone's unmuted. That would have been bad if all this was... There we go, good, yes. The way it ended last was Veronica Flynn and William Scott had returned to the estate, and through halfway driving back to Betty, they decided to go back to the estate. And John and Dean had quite an exciting events of, meeting up with old friends, leaving a bloodied car. Did we just get a freeze? Oh, I had a freeze there. Something just happened. And there we go. But, leaving a bloody car with those friends and then Ubering to the crime scene, because that's a thing. So they are just, in a roundabout way, showing up at the estate. Rabbit's character, William, he basically had gone back to the house and found the little fetish that was underneath the bed and destroyed it, interestingly enough. And Veronica went back to the destroyed tile that Dean had broken and was able to put it back together, and with some of her own blood sealed the tile. And of course, jump scare moments which are hard to illustrate in verbal talk, but Skinless Tom was once again behind her. But that wasn't the big thing. Daniel was introduced in his long coat and fedora with match. I don't know if it was the same fedora company that Veronica gets hers from, but definitely there was a special on fedoras apparently, and long coats. I mean, I think it was the Humphrey Bogart special that was going down at London. It would have to be like London Fog, right? So, oh, I think you're muted. There. Oh, look at there. There we go.
When Veronica was a teenager, she definitely watched one movie too many even. Big down here! Trenches and long coats, so she,
Hey, Betty's Office is the best representation of one of them Private Eye movies. But just take the cigarette smoke and multiply it by 10.
Okay. Most important question yet. Does this mean that Veronica is now a blood mage?
We'll see if the other part of the spell that she was trying to cast works. Don't forget she was carving the heart and writing Eleanor.
Right. Eleanor. All right. By the way, I made this comment earlier. I love beef jerky. Who doesn't? Well, vegans and vegetarians. But besides that, and it was on special. And I didn't pay attention fully to the title. It just said lime in big letters. I'm like, oh, I'll grab that. I think Rabbit was the one that had this before or something. I didn't look at the fine print, and apparently it's firecracker lime. And The first bag was quite a surprise when I didn't expect it to be that hot. I'm like, oh, yeah, hot. Oh, shit. Right? So, during the session, I shall devour some Firecracker Lime. I will drink the creamy...
The best ones are the ones that start out really mild, so you're like, whatever.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, this is a bit spicy. And then you drink water.
And then you're like...
And then you drink water.
Yeah.
I mean, hold on. We have to do this at non-advertising style. Water. You could never guess what bottle this was. All right, so...
Is that the new Pepsi Clear?
It's an 80s throwback. But, it's a big... Wait, was that the Big 8? That's such an East Coast... The Big 8. That's the Big 8 is like the East Coast pop, man. And it's good. The root beer is damn good and cheap because it's Big 8. It's like the no-name brand, you know. Mm. Oh, man, they had a special. These 1 liter bottles were $1. They were trying to just get rid of clearance because, you know...
I saw that.
Yep. Yeah, see, it must be...
We have the same deal here.
Yep, exactly. It's like, so of course, you know, $1, I gotta get that.
Is that a Canadian dollar?
That's a Canadian dollar.
Yeah, so it's like 80 cents or something.
I think we're down to 78 now, I think. I can't remember. We've been up and down, though. But I was jokingly saying this. When the Canadian dollar does well, it doesn't do that well for us because all the movies and people that come up here to make their money go further when they're filming, and the film... Well, we got a lot of film grants now, which, I have to say, PEI decided to get rid of its film grant, and that ticks us off because Momoa's Frontier... and all that's being filmed in, I think it's a mixture of British Columbia, not British Columbia, oh my gosh, I just had a brain fart, Newfoundland, and also Maritimes. Like, basically, there's a bunch of stuff coming out, hitting yeah, we're missing out on it. But anyways, that's a side note. Let's get back to this. So, Daniel basically showed up in his coat with a nice heavy caliber. Certain caliber is illegal by the Geneva Convention in certain areas of the world. But large 50 caliber style pistol pointed at her with Skinless Tom standing in the side. And that's how we kind of left it. John is coming up the side of the house. I think were you coming into the house through the garage?
Yeah.
So you were coming in through the garage. And you just discovered the kitchen?
I think I discovered
You discovered the kitchen. You came down to discover the kitchen. So you're going to be meeting up soon in the kitchen area. And Dean, you're following, I take it, right now? Wondering why, because you think that if this thing comes after people that cheat, you're kind of walking right into this, you know?
Depends on if what I do counts as cheating.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, it does.
So,
Bigger question is this:
does that matter?
Going after infidelity.
Yes, that's a different thing. There you go. It's a different practice of law. What? Never mind. Okay, so... yeah. Oh my god, the chili peppers are falling off this thing. Oh, this is not good. Alright. Alrighty. And what do? I just... that was just a bit. Okay. So... because it's more fun to connect the other characters right now. John, as you do come into the area, Rabbit is probably William is probably being sneaky as he's looking around the kitchen. So you come in and you can smell death, the smell of corpses, the sickly coppery blood smell, feces, and all that stuff of, you know, self-defecation. All that nastiness is just wafting from the kitchen. Not odors you want to have from a kitchen. You want freshly baked bread and the smell of brisket and the fat of bacon kind of just Kirkland. Copyright 2019, Kirkland. It's all right. So So what do you do? It's basically, you smell death as you approach the kitchen. How are you approaching it?
Well, being as the time our experience here, I'd be approaching with guns drawn. As I'm walking in the kitchen. Yeah, now I failed to realize that the shotgun you do have is it's literally the little hand shotgun. It's like sawn off double barrel. Like Mad Max is the way I like to think of it, because that was the gun I loved in that. So that's why you're able to two pistol easily with a shotgun in one hand, So as you're coming in, Rabbit, get me notice, please. Oh, let's renew the beanies for everybody. How's that, huh?
I like my beanies.
That's 10.
Damn.
You're aware that Puma's coming in cautiously. And you don't want to startle a man with two guns.
I don't know what I'm gonna do because he's got two guns. Shoot something. I'm gonna hide behind the counter before I say anything. And say, I'm behind the counter, don't shoot me.
He's got enough training, I take it, that he's not going to flip out of this noise. Which is good. He's announced himself. Dean, it smells bad. Okay? It smells like
What did you do in here?
First off, if you look, one of those guys is skinned, and the other guy has had cutlery thrown at him. None of these are things that I do. So while you've already accused me of it, I'm offended.
Well, seeing as I didn't do a notice check yet to see what I noticed.
I'm not really one needed per se. Right now, there's nothing really hidden, and but yeah, one person is skinned. The other cop is a human pincushion.
Coming into the room with guns drawn, and all of a sudden, don't shoot! I'm unarmed. It's like, okay. What's that smell? Now I'm finally looking around and seeing, oh, okay. Yeah, there's a guy that's skinned, and yeah, things don't look good here. So, William, what have you assessed of this area so far?
I have assessed that there are two dead people here, and I have let loose something super fun.
Wait, what?
This is how Dean walks into this. And Dean, oh god, it's nasty in here.
Oh god.
I am going to need from both you guys a spirit. Both you guys make spirit rolls. Target number is 4.
You mean them, right? Because
yeah.
I remember.
You're already doing that.
I did the raises. I was fine.
So, it makes sense that, the bodyguard that may have seen a bit more in his time is gonna, okay, Dean, this is just, you're doing the, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, this is nasty. This is really nasty. So, you're slightly shaken by this event. Right now, there's no combat.
I also just walked in.
So, again, game mechanic-wise, you're effectively kind of shaken by this, but because you're not in combat, you can shake it off normally. If in combat you suddenly suffered a shaken moment, it does affect combat at that stuff. But right now you're shaken, you're stunned, you're kind of, oh god, but by what you see.
And by what I just heard.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so she did this, and I point to the dead officer who has the knives in him.
And what do you mean you let loose? Did you have her, like, captured or something, or?
I mean, I didn't. Somebody did.
Okay.
All right, Veronica, we cut to you now in your dilemma. And you, of course, were really cool. And oh, Mr. Gruber, yeah. Rooper? No, that's the
Grouper.
Yeah, Grouper. Yeah, Mr. Rooper. No, that's like
around in the good evening, Mr. Grouper.
Yes, exactly. Grouper. Mr. Rooper, wasn't that the landlord in Three's Company? No, all right. So
that was Roper.
Oh, I'm sorry. Close. There. And people's like, 3's what? All right, I think they did a remake, didn't they? They did a remake of everything.
I think they did a movie.
I don't know. Oh, but back at the time. But anyways, we'll get these images out like hot beef jerky.
So with Mr. Grouper there, he was pointing a gun at me. He's on the other side of
the hot shop. He's on the north side.
And when he spoke to me, did he tell me? I'm trying to just remember here. Was his thing get away from Tom or get away from the tiles?
The tile. Well, it looks like someone's been a good girl. He makes that comment.
And it looks like somebody might be responsible for the death of Sarah Carson. And I kind of, like, I'm keeping a very good eye on him, but I'm kind of, like, walking towards to go around the pool very slowly, but always, like, I am never not looking at him.
You're not looking at him?
Never not looking.
Oh, not looking at him.
Always, like, eye contact is strong.
At this point, he pauses. Well, apparently the slut had it coming to her. It wasn't the intent, no. It was more just personal vengeance, and, well, Tom just has a way with people. So, if I may ask, who are you? You seem to know me, and I've seen you meddling around here before. And you seem to have a little knack at putting stuff together. I was coming here to fix the problem that you just seem to have fixed.
Mr. Grouper, if you really want to get to know me, we're gonna have to spend some time together. I have a bunch of questions for you. For example, you seem to know a lot about those markings by the pool. Tell me everything you know about them.
Oh, yes. It's in my contract. I must monologue. Oh, you caught me monologuing, you file.
I would like to persuade him.
Sure, encourage his monologue.
Yes, I would like to encourage his monologue very much.
Not enough for a raise, but good enough. He's going to do it anyway, so yeah, it encourages him. Yeah, he just smiles. He says, well, Mr. Carson, I paid for his services. Burton, he's eating beef jerky as he's talking to you home. There we go. Somehow the cream helps calm it, but the bitterness of the coffee hits the front taste buds of my tongue, sending the spice through the roof.
Why do things keep appearing in my car?
You gotta get that car. You gotta.
Everyone else would kill it immediately the second it teleported into their car.
What was in the car?
This time it was the poltergeist.
Oh. That's funny because the car in this game kind of had. All right. All right. So he tells you that Mr. Carson had hired him, or his expertise, to help rig certain betting games, and I had no problem doing it. My gifts extend to more than sending spirits of vengeance out on those that betray me. And effectively, he had not known that Mr. Carson had taken a liking to his wife. So, he thought it only fitting that the adulterer was taken out with panache.
So, you're basically admitting to murdering James Carson, Sarah Carson, and Erica Grouper?
First off, if you're recording this, no, I did not murder any of them.
My hand.
No, he did not. And I doubt that in a court case, the idea of supernaturally summoning a creature beyond the grave to kill adversaries, I think that qualifies me for insanity.
But that was your intent, right, Mr. Grouper? Even if we hypothesize that these magical...
What type of wraith would you make?
About...
He brings the gun back up to your head. What vengeance would you seek out if I were to kill you, bind your soul, and use you as another one of my toys? Would you talk your prey to death?
Are you threatening me, Mr. Grouper?
No, you're an investigator, not a lawyer. Is that correct?
I'm familiar with the law.
It would seem so. Effectively, you've just resealed this little thing back to its areas, but I was done with it, and I was coming to clean up shop, effectively.
When you say clean up shop, do you mean return it back to whence it came?
It served its purpose, yes.
And how...
Phone vibrates, Veronica. Your phone is probably not set to make noises, right? But your phone's just vibrating.
Dead.
Oh, your phone's vibrating now.
Oh, okay.
It's not dead, apparently. But yeah, it was dead. Recap for yesterday, all electronics seem to be dead in the house. For some reason, electricity seems to be flowing freely in the house for some reasons. The thing that was keeping it bound up is not caring anymore.
I just play video games.
That need electricity. Oh yeah, for some reason, whatever was causing those issues and problems, boop, it's gone.
As soon as my phone starts ringing, I go, "Excuse me, Mr. Grouper, I might need to take this call." Still, I reach into my pocket, I pull out my phone, and I just hit the button, and I go, "I'm in the middle of something. Can I call you back?"
Okay, but I found something in one of the books. Whatever you do, you got to be careful to destroy the fetish and not the binding ritual. You got to destroy the fetish and not the binding ritual. There's two things at play here I found in one of the books.
Okay, well, I will be sure to call you back, Bill.
No, it's Betty.
And I hang up.
That was weird. Let me call William. William, your phone's ringing! Or vibrating. You got power.
Hello?
Hello? Well, Veronica just gave me the flip. Is she okay?
I look out the window.
You look out the window, that's where you see a guy with a trench coat with a big, huge gun and a fedora.
She's doing swell.
Oh, then she was just belligerent and rude to me then. I'll remember that.
Sarcasm?
I wasn't being sarcastic.
No, I wasn't. I used the word swell.
At least you didn't do a video game metaphor again.
What?
Anyways, it's very important. I did some reading, and you want to destroy the fetter and not the binding. You wanted fetish and not the yeah.
Do you determine the difference, and what do you do if you destroy the binding instead of the fetter?
Well, okay. The binding, the fetish itself is what is keeping the spirit to this world. You get rid of that, and it goes to rest. The other one keeps it pinned to a certain area, especially if it's from Tennessee originally. It's now being bound somewhere else. But effectively, if you break the one that binds to it where it is, it's free to roam wherever it chooses. So you want to try and keep it contained and then destroy the thing that's holding it here. So there'd be two items you're looking for. The item that's holding it bound to an area, and then the thing that is holding it bound to this plane of existence. This is what I got. I've got some theories if you got time. Meanwhile, we cut back to you. So, effectively, he lowers the gun, and he seems to be pointing it down towards the tile. He is planning to just undo what you just did there, because it's not necessary anymore. We'll let old Tom walk home on his own.
Does he say that?
Yes, he does say that, yeah.
I go, that's not really solving the problem, and I kind of step in front of him.
In front of
the gun?
Oh no, he's not letting you get that close. As soon as if you come around, he's been tracing that, but now he's got a choice. He's got to stick the gun at you or point the gun at the tile. Tom, on the other hand, is just standing by the tile area, like where you first saw him. He hasn't moved. He's just kind of standing there. He's like, you're having this whole conversation going with this sickly, undead-looking thing just kind of standing there, dripping a bit of blood.
I look at Mr. Grouper. I go, Mr. Grouper, you summoned Tom, and he seeks out infidelity as at least something. Why has he not gone after you?
I seem to be a virtuous individual in that regard, unlike my wife.
Seems like something.
He now is going to point the gun, and it looks like his action is to shoot the tile that you just did. You could do a rush at him to tackle him. You're not close enough to just intercept with your hand or whatever, but if you wanted, you could tackle him. It looks like his intent is to basically blow apart what you just put back together.
Can I do that and in tandem grab my flashlight and try to shine him in the eyes while I'm running towards him?
It'll be an agile test. I'm looking at your skills. You don't have a skill. It would be an agility test. Effective. It'd be. You got fighting, which is the same as your agility right now. I would say you're doing that. You're grabbing your flashlight to blind him. You need to raise. Like, basically, you need contact, and against his parry is effectively a 5, like yours. So your target number is 5. If you get the 5, you've smashed you push the arm away, right? If you get a raise, which with a 5 is a 9, then you're able to flash him in the eyes with the flashlight. Okay, so the 5 is what you need to stop the gunshot. Fighting skill. You're doing a fighting skill. And basically you need to get a 5 to knock the gun from shooting. And if you get a raise, which is a 9, then that will actually get the light in his eyes as well.
Perfect. I did not do it. Well, I got
but
the 5.
You got a 5. It's like, all right. So, Rabbit, you're like talking to Betty, and then you see that Veronica's got this big gun pointing towards her. Do you, John, I need a notice check on your sake. You hear him kind of talking to Betty. Oh, yeah, she's doing fine, which would make your eyes look out the rear window.
No. I used the word swell.
Swell. I'm sorry. She's still. So, you just see shit. It's a 50 caliber Desert Eagle, Israeli made. Is not, and it's not chromed. Everyone loves to get the chrome version. This is just a matte black finish to it, which is a nice finish. And it's pointing at her, a heavy caliber weapon that, just ballistic, shock alone can kill a person. And it's pointed at her, and she's just dove at him. So as a bodyguard, all your it's just going through your head. He is at extreme range for your pistol, and you can't get him with the shotgun. Now, if you had a rifle, it's about mid-range for a rifle, but, But you see this happen, but it's you just see her do a move that you would have no, but she succeeded. He knocks the gun. The gunshot goes off, guys. You hear... Now, this gun doesn't sound quiet. It doesn't have a nice little silencer. Boom. It kind of makes a big thunder cannon boom sound. You see the shot deflect and hit the tile area and shatters tile in the section. It leaves a nice pop mark in the side there, this pistol does, as you've now gotten into a melee, Veronica. His response is he's spinning around to try and cold cock you with the... You're too close for him to shoot, so he's trying to bring the pistol back to smack at you as a response to your action. Now, his fighting is surprisingly enough. Give me a second. Let me get the guy's stuffs up. Bang. There we go. There we go. Oh, he's got an 8 for fighting. And wow, he's basically, you've got a 5. His target number is a 5 because that's your parry on there. He struggles, but he's unable to land any type of shot. As he basically, you've got advantage on this thing as Amelia is starting to break out between the two of you here. We don't have a proper initiative going on right now, so as it looks like that is happening, we.
Definitely moving quickly, trying to move quickly out the door.
I'm also going to be headed that way, but I'm going to put the phone on the counter to hand to Dean.
Dean?
Tell him to get the information.
Yep, you got it. All right, there we go. He for now is known as Cultist 94. Now let me just change that. Yes. Let's put Daniel in here. Daniel, there you go. Not Danielle, but Daniel. Alrighty, he's now put in there, and he is a Joker. Alrighty,
that
derpy derp. He is not wanting to be unlocked. There we go. I made him a Joker cultist, but now I have to drag him back in there, to actually be a Joker. Now, what that means is he's got all the benefits and beanies a regular person might have, and he is hostile. And we'll get rid of the other. He's a poser. You're not the real Daniel. No, you're the poser, Daniel. Delete that combatant. Boop. There we go. Let's throw this up for the people at home. Interface. Doop. Split screen. Yes, I want to vocalize every action I'm doing in OBS right now. There we go. There we go. We turn that one off. There we go. Fade. There we go. All right. So we got Cultist. If he is a Joker character, that means he gets all the same type of benefits and bonuses that you guys have, including exploding dice, and he isn't dropped by one hit. People that are NPC, the best way to view them is he's the main actor, and the others are the extras. And extras can go down. You score a hit, that usually drops the extras. You know, like Stormtroopers in Star Wars. Or you know, like those really bad action movies where Rambo's running around, but you know, so he's a tough guy as well, and make him visible, so he's in the combat tracker for you. And we're going to not roll initiative. I love this. In Sabbath, this was a card-based game. We're going to start a new round, and oh, it's not a Joker, it's an ace. Basically, cards are pulled. If somebody pulls a Joker, Jokers are wild and gives everybody beanies.
So John got a Joker.
What?
Or is that a Jack?
No, it's a Jack. Yeah, it's a Jack on that one. Yep. So let's change Cultist back to Daniel again. Daniel, thank you. So he's done his action. That was his action to try and get control over the situation. So of all things, Dean, you're next in the initiative. Is the ding on? Is the ding fries are done on for you guys? Oh, I've got a chunk of. Oh dear gosh! I've got a chunk of lug nut showing up above Puma's head. Let's fix that. Yeah. That awkward moment when other people's human body parts are showing up in other places. I'm just saying.
I see that now.
Yep. Must be a perfect. There we go. There we go. All right. My perfect interface. All right. So, Dean, if we have to bring up the awesome created in 5 minutes map I did earlier, we can't give enough airtime for that amazing map, right? There we go. Oh, look at that. You even got your guys moving in there. These aren't proper squares, but then again, here we go. But that's effectively, you know what? Hold on a second, guys. We're gonna remove everybody. Wait, delete token, delete all the tokens. All the tokens are gone. We're going to go to the layers. We're going to get rid of this grid, and this amazing thing we're going to see pixelated because we're going to put a smaller grid on here now. Done, done, done. We're going to do, can we do a 25? No, that's too big. Can we do a 10? We can do a 20. We're going to do a 20 grid. It's still not properly accurate, but it's a little smaller. And let's see how horrible this works. Let's see if this kind of... Boop. Oh, no, it's pretty good. We got people in the kitchen. A little kitchen party going on. All right. And we got Mr. C there. Well, we'll put Mr. C here because effectively Veronica went around that little pool and is there. So this is the kind of flow of things we got going around the amazing, you know. You know what? We should have had the fight in the house because I've got amazing house blueprints for this place. I'm just saying, you know.
It's true. Invite
them in, you know, because this is the shitty little map to show you the surrounding environment.
My new plan. I'm going to run into the house.
Yes, let me bring up that map.
And while grappled with it, I'm going to somehow pick him up and run into the house.
Monty Python style. All you see is a little cluster and little feet. Just running across. All right. So, Dean, what are you doing? The furthest away from everything, apparently.
So, I'm going to be picking up the phone that William put on the table because he told me I had to collect the information.
All right. So hello. I'm just being passed around like some frat house floozy.
I didn't need that image in my head.
Hey, you know what? Veronica's Secret still does my size. They have granny panties.
Just tell me the information.
All right, fine. You want to be that way? Fine, all right. Okay, I have no idea.
We have a guy with a very big gun. Tell me the information.
What? Do you need to call the cops? I can call the cops.
We have a guy with a big gun.
How are we gonna call the cops? There are 2 dead cops here. We're gonna call the cops. All right.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that update. She doesn't know that yet. Do you want to call the cops? He's a guy with a gun. You want to call the cops? That's a logical thing to do here.
No. We have. I could be referring to John for all you know. He has big gun.
Why are you being so evasive? I'm your boss.
I don't care.
Apparently. Well, anyways, since you don't seem to care about the one thing, I'll let you know about the thing you do care about. I have no idea about the one spirit thingy, but Mr. Tom, that's right, from Tennessee. The only correlation I might have, that symbol that you described at the pool, don't break that. That's probably the thing that keeps him bound to this area.
I already broke that tile.
Oh, shit. The other thing is...
I think they were working on putting it back together.
His murders... The exotic murders ended in about 48, the same time that Eleanor committed suicide, feeling that she was the reason for all these murders happening. So when she died, he disappeared. So his fetter is most likely something to do with her that's causing him to come back.
The spirit.
I don't know. It would be a physical object. Most likely, I don't know, a bone, ashes, hair. It could be something that's physical of hers that someone possesses, and that's what's keeping him back in action. So you gotta find that, and don't... Well, you broke the tile. As for the other one...
I said they were trying to fix it.
Oh, no you didn't!
I just did! I said I think...
I wasn't paying attention to you. I was too busy saying my own speech. I'm sorry. That was my fault. I was just full of myself. I know I should listen to others. I know it's one of my little problems I have.
Oh,
but...
and about the cops, there's 2 dead ones here, so I don't think calling them is going to help.
What the hell are you guys doing?
We didn't do it.
Good. That's good. We don't have any lawyers on retainer. Just a heads up. We have none.
One of them is flayed and skinned. The other one has a bunch of...
I really don't need the descriptions right now. I'm trying to do my job here. And this is probably about as much as your initiative is going to allow me to say.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to pause here.
Ooh, is Deadpool hanging out with her?
Hi, everybody. You guessed it. That's right. Fourth wall. All right. Deadpool's the official Fourth wall cannon. Yes, he showed up in last game. All right, so we go to William next in initiatives.
All right, so we're not technically at extreme range with pistols here, so I need you to clarify just how far I need to go before I can actually move my character on the map.
Effectively, your target number right now is a raise. So 4 is your normal hit. You need an 8 to hit him. If you do your move action to pull you outside, I would say it goes back to your 4. If you get to like literally just outside at the one end of the pool, you do have some marble statues and some cherubs and some little fishes and all that stuff more to your side. But where the pool sticks out, you got those little faux Roman columns and little Caesar standing in the pool, and it feels like some Vegas showroom with this pool area, as I described many a time, giving lots of nice marble statues for cover against gunfire.
Cool. So is that all of my movement?
Going out, using the door and all that stuff, it would be, yes, to get there. Yeah.
So now it's just a normal attack.
Yeah, which would be just a 4 at that point.
So we're gonna target this guy.
I am in melee with him.
True. It's true. So I need you to target him so that the game knows you're in melee with him.
How do I do that?
On your person, there should be a crosshair thing. Click on it, hold the button, and drag it up to Daniel.
Because we've actually had people get shot in this game.
Like that? Did I do it right?
Let me click on your character.
It looks like she's targeting herself as well.
Targets Veronica, and yeah, you are targeting yourself. To give you a second, oh, it's gone. I think you're fixing it. Yeah. I think, yep, you got. He's now targeted, and we'll see. You hit. Oh, it's considered short range because of the squares. It thinks, yeah, this is not the proper thing, but 4 is all you needed. Boom. Alrighty. Fez hits. Alright. Bang. A gunshot goes. No. Nothing. Okay. Alright. You're wrestling with him, right? And as you're wrestling with him, you get a spray of blood. You don't hear a gunshot go off because he's got his little. It's too much chaos to hear the chink of the metal chamber of his gun. So it's like. And suddenly blood sprays on you, and he's reacting as he seems to be shaken by the shot that's just kind of caught him totally off guard. As he is shaken. John, same thing for you. You do your movement. Technically, you can move a little closer, but it doesn't matter on these horrible grid squares that I've done because the door's been left open by a rabbit, right? So, yes. Your call is here. You could try. The other question is whether or not you guys want to keep the guy alive for questioning or drop him. Just because, bullets do kill. Just ahead. That was a public service announcement by Deadpool. All right. Bullets kill, kids. Even the rubber ones can kill.
Kill kids?
They do.
They do. They kill anybody.
All right. Well,
I mean, he could just shoot off his legs.
I'm taking a shot at him with the pistol, but not the shotgun.
You still got scatter in that, don't you? And
John is smart enough to know that there's someone else standing right there that's a friend.
And also, you can drag your crosshairs onto him to have him targeted, because this game does calculate when I have a proper distance grid set up, which I love.
There. Targeting him.
And
then shooting him.
Saw the winner.
And then...
Now you hear a shot.
Now you hear a bang. So it's kind of weird. You see the blood spray, then you hear a gunshot, and a wound as well apply. Bang.
Why are you shooting it right here?
Yeah. Hey, person here. That one seems to be...
Either of us missed yet.
The first one was... The first one seemed to be more of a skimming. This one had a heavy impact to the person. Like, you can see that this person's being impacted by that hit. Alrighty. And Veronica, guess what? So, damn it. It re-rolled initiatives and stuff like that. Veronica, do your action. I double-clicked the next combatant, which it redid initiatives and everything like that. So, your act still... What, he gets to go first again. Poor guy.
So... He's now kind of been, like, shot and...
Oh, he's being skimmed with a shot, and then hit heavy, with it, like in the shoulder, is just bleeding, just hit hard. He's staggered quite a bit.
Okay. I want to...
Bump, get away from this tainted love, I know. Sorry. Soundtrack coming out on Columbia Records.
He only got a wound because I shook him.
I am going to, with my brass knuckles...
Technically, you've got a flashlight that you could use as a bludgeoning tool.
I do have the flashlight out, too, yeah.
That could be, because the knuckles, I don't know if you've got the knuckles ready for this, you know what I mean? So
I would have to go into my bag to
yeah, exactly.
With the flashlight, like the butt of the flashlight, I'm gonna, like, wham him right wherever he seems to be, like, hurting.
Wham him. All right. Wake me up before you go. You're gonna
have to tell me how to do that, though.
Okay, what we're gonna have to do...
I don't have flashlight in my weapon.
You don't have well, I'm gonna give you a flashlight for damage. All right? It's gonna be a blunt... I'm gonna get a blunt object that will be the flashlight for now. But you'll be rolling your fighting skill again. And since you have him targeted, you can just double-click on your fighting, and the computer will do all the math as I try and find a beautiful weapon to give you. 9 for... That is a raise as well. Give you a second. He remains shaken. Let me give you an object here. Encounters, vehicles, tables, items. You might want to keep this item melee.
Just in case I ever hit somebody with my flashlight.
Axes. No, it's not like a giant blades, blunt. Brass knuckles, club belaying pin. It's the same as brass knuckles, effectively. So strength plus a die 4, so you can use your damage from your brass knuckles effectively, and that could represent the flashlight in this case. Continual use may do damage.
Roll the damage.
Do you have brass knuckles on your character sheet?
I do. That's
under
not
combat.
The 6. It's the other one, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one that has the 2 dice icons.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Now we are going blunt, but I think you've dropped him. Give me a second here.
I mean,
2
I did
wounds.
hit him right in his wound.
Boom.
So I'm not feeling any better.
-3. Yeah. Bang. He is incapacitated. He is out. So basically, you're like, boom, boom, couple of shots, and then smack, and boom, he's now on the ground. Mr. Cool Monologuer has dropped, ladies and gentlemen. And that kind of brings us, he has next initiative. Oh, he's just laying there. And initiative breaks down, so I take it John, William, you guys are, well, at least John, you're rushing to the scene. You're doing a sprint.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be moving over there.
Oh yeah, by the way, failed to mention, as you start to do your sprint, that nice Greek statue that's standing there, as perspective shifts, you notice that Skinless Tom is standing there. Like, the statue just happened to be, for camera purposes, in the way, and as you move and perspective changes, you realize, oh look, Skinless Tom's just standing there with a knife, but he's not doing anything. Your gun's probably trained on him instinctively, but he's just standing there, watching Veronica. As you come running in, Dean, what about you now? You got the phone. Hello, are you still there? I heard gunshots. Well, I heard a gunshot.
Yeah.
Was that the guy with a gun that shot? Is somebody dead?
No, John shot.
Oh, that's good then, I take it. It's good when the shooting's on our
He's now
side.
laying on the ground because after being
John's on the ground? Was that a kick on the gun?
Bad guy.
Oh, the bad guy. Is he
He's
actually
on
a
the
bad
ground.
guy?
John shot him and then
He's not a
Veronica
cop,
hit
right?
him with a flashlight.
Thank you for the blow-by-blow. That's actually pretty good. That's teamwork.
He's
Good
laying on the
job.
ground now. I can't tell if he's dead or not from here. I'm in the house still.
Good. So, who's the bad guy? So you're walking with the phone? I tell you to walk up closer and give me more information here.
How about I just hand the phone back to William?
Whatever.
Hand William the phone.
Hello?
Oh, hello. I'm the one doing the favor here, you know. So,
I
John...
appreciate that you're doing us a favor.
You told me to go look in the books. So, John, you're there now. The guy's lying on the ground. He's out. He's out cold.
Yep. Let's spin the pistols into the holster.
Mm-hmm. Not necessary, but really cool. And that's how he knew his dad was RoboCop. Sorry, never mind.
I'm gonna reach down and pick up Daniel's gun.
Yep. Yeah, it's a 50 caliber Desert Eagle.
Okay, so I'm gonna take possession of his gun.
Yep.
And then
we should be looking for a bone.
Did you say that out loud?
Yes.
I immediately start searching Daniel.
All right. That, ironically, is actually notice, not investigate. Investigate's a different skill, but just notices you're searching on him. Your target number is at 2, so you know. Yeah, you find an extra clip for said man. No, actually, no extra clip. Just the one clip in the gun. That's all he's got. You find a little leather-bound book, which the leather. There's something just odd about the type of leather that's on it. It's not like good deer leather or something like that. It's a little orangey, slightly orange in the leather cover of this bound book that he's got. Also, you find a small glass vial that's got some hairs, like a little lock of hair in the vial.
So I grabbed that there. Do I find anything else on him?
Yes. Going through there, for some reason, there's a pair of earrings on him as well that's in the coat pocket.
Okay. Fine.
Which don't suit him. You know, they don't match his complexion.
They're not his.
No.
They're not his style.
No.
Do I see the set of earrings?
She's frisking him, and she's probably doing the Hollywood-esque, pulls up the earring, and that little shaft of light reflects on them. They're the earrings that were wanted to be hunted down in the safe.
So I'm taking them, and like I immediately just grab. Well, no, actually, I look at them all, and you said a bone?
Nope.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any bones. He's got some hair and a book, and Can I open the book? Like, is it just, or is it like sealed?
The book just has a little, one of those leather. You get the piece of leather and you wrap it around type thing.
I
Yep.
I undo it and
You're wrapping it around, and you feel a little bit like a fool because you're wrapping the wrong way. So you unwrap the other way, and it's still not unwrapping. You go the other. It's almost like a USB key. It only has 2 possible ways, but it doesn't plug in until you put it in the third time.
So is it like a little strap that goes?
Yeah,
it's holding it close.
Yep. Yeah.
I grab my pocket knife and I try to.
All right, you're pulling on this thing, and this is tough little hide. The knife is not seeming to cut this. This is odd.
He's got some book that I can't open and some earrings. Is that?
Those are mine.
I just pictured Nick Frost. Those are mine.
I immediately go, burglar. No, probably not. But yeah, that's what I got. I go, like, all he's got on him is a book, some hair, and some earrings. Could it be any of those?
Nope.
All right.
Um.
We're going to do an initiative here. Dun, dun, dun. We're going to do a brand new round for everybody. Dean, you're able to respond. By the way, everyone is up by the body right now. We're just going to put, we got peoples here up around the body area. Right, Dean, you hear the screech of tires and smashing through the corner of the greenhouse, trying to come right at you guys, going to take down all those beautiful Greek columns, is the police car. It seems to be, for some reason, rushing into this position to kill you guys.
Guys, there's another car again. I swear to God, if that thing hit my car on the way here.
Your car's parked here. It had a clear path.
Got it. It's fine now.
The cop car is like, it has a clear path, but on purpose, it did the little boonk as it goes. You bonked the car. There was no need. That's all right. All right.
No, my flash is and a car is moving by itself again. If it hits my car, I'm gonna be pissed. And then it's like, oh wait, I didn't bring my car.
You Ubered here, remember? All right.
Betty said something about a piece of the lady. So maybe the hair?
Yeah, hair.
So, Dean, this is your action. Cars rushing in your general direction. Your closest options is the pool to jump into. If you want to make sure the vehicle doesn't hit you, you could dive into the pool directly to your, I'll say west, because I don't know, you're facing north most likely. So yeah, to your left. Or you could dive backwards towards the moving vehicle to the other pool, but if it doesn't do its calculation right, it's going to nosedive into the pool, which would be bad for you. So your best bet is to dive to your left if you want to easily avoid the vehicle that's coming for center mass of people. It's trying to Dukes of Hazzard it probably across the pool. It may fail and smash into the pool because of all the obstacles. You don't know. It's just a car just
Can
crazy.
I just start shooting at the front of it?
Yes, you can. What weapon do you have?
I have a Colt 1911.
Oh, 45 caliber versus
my back.
45 caliber versus engine block.
Hey.
Radiator.
I never claimed to be the smart one.
It is instinctual. You watch any action movie.
There's a car coming at me. I'm pulling it out of the small of my back and shooting at it.
You got it. Roll. Are you doing any movement? Are you going to dive into the pool after the shots, or are you going to stand your ground and just shoot like a madman?
Well, I'm going to shoot, and then I don't want to dive into the pool because that's wet.
Life, death, or wet clothing.
I want to move around that edge of the pool and put as much of the pool between me and it as possible. But I don't want to dive into it.
I got your dedication.
I've already been wet once on my own on my own.
That's
part.
true.
I'm not.
All right, I'm just moving your camera a little bit. You're off to one set there. It's all good. I'm fixing the camera. Don't you move. Yeah, we're all good.
I sit forward and I'm a little off to the side.
Yeah. Alrighty, which is cool. It looks like you're looking into the frame per se. I'll go until we start seeing the next person on the camera. Oh, we got space. We got space to work with it. There we go. All right, so you're basically looking at doing just rolling your shooting, and your target number is a 4. Oh, we've got raises. 2 raises. Wait, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 2 raises. You've got 2 raises, so you do a nice shot at the car. If there was a driver, I could just picture you've instinctively got a perfect shot through the windshield that would have killed a driver. You got a called shot to the driver, then you realize this. You know what I mean? You got a good shot, smashed the windshield.
I figured I'd be aiming at the engine.
You would be shooting at the engine?
Making it move.
Okay.
I know that there's not a person in there because the cops are dead inside.
Okay. So you shoot the front. You do cause some steam to come spraying up from the front. There is a nice grill on the front. This cop car has those ram bars on the front of it type of thing. But you seem to get a good shot in there, and some steam is now coming up at the side there.
A brush guard?
Yeah, that's it, brush guard. There we go. You tell me the type of brush that's going to cause that type of made out of iron or something. It's like, but yeah, so you've done a nice chunk of damage to the car. No need to roll in this case, but basically one shot has gotten off. It's still coming.
I'm going to go over there.
I'm not going in the pool. Okay.
You can only make a 5-foot step.
That could be a 5 foot. Yeah, your 5 foot step, you're just basically around the edge.
Around the corner instead of diving into the pool, okay?
It may still be able to hit you depending on its trajectory. You're not going to go in the pool.
I'm hoping that it'll hit one of the corners of the pool and tip before it gets to me.
You got it. Alrighty, next on our list. Veronica, your day doesn't seem to come to an end, does it?
No, it doesn't. How close is the car right now?
Car's at the greenhouse.
Okay, and how fast does it seem to be going?
It will be on you
at... easily make it to us next
Yes,
round.
yes, exactly.
Okay.
It's like kind of... It's just... basically, it's hooked around and it's smashed through the corner of the glass and done all damage that way. And George Thorogood is now playing on the car radio. Bad to the bone.
Cool. I would like to hightail it as fast as I possibly can.
Do you pick up and drag Daniel or leave him on the ground?
I'm still holding the book, the hair, and the earrings.
Yep.
I might, if it's not too hard, I might try and kick him into the pool or something. I don't know. That would probably.
You can kick him into the hot tub, but remember, there's no water in there.
Well, that would probably be better than staying right where he is.
It's also probably better than pushing an unconscious man into a pool of water.
Yes, we saved bloop bloop. Oh, maybe we. Let's walk away.
Should have thought about that one.
To do so will cut down the amount of distance you're able to move, because your action is effectively pushing him in over, right? Unless you jumped into the hot tub with him, then he'd be coming down with you.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna do that. If I push him into the hot tub, how?
Only about 5 feet or so. You'll be able to hang out with Dean and do the same type of hoping, or you could jump into the pool.
No, I want to get into the house.
I feel like he's really pushing for us to jump into the pool.
Oh, yeah, it's more cinematic that way.
I'm gonna run around as far as I can to try and make my way into the house.
To do so, that means you're leaving Daniel behind.
Yes.
Okay, you're able to. Are you gonna scoot around the western side of the pool?
I think I can ping, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or I can draw. I can do that.
But effectively, you're heading west and then heading due south.
To go like that.
Oh, your drawing only shows up on your screen, apparently. The draw command. I drew a great little dwarf doing the whole Calvin and Hobbes pissing in the corner at one point in one of the D&D sessions. No one got to see the really cool dwarf drawing. I had to screenshot it for everyone to see. It was a really good drawing. It was like the dwarf just sit. You know the whole Calvin and Hobbes pissing you get on the 4x4s, but it was a dwarf doing it, giving the figure back. It's like it was beautiful drawing. Yep, that's what I was figuring. Yep. So you're basically bolting that way.
You want to run.
Yep.
Because that would be a dash, and you'd roll your pace die.
Yeah, that's right. That is right. So you are able to cover 6 plus roll a die 6 to add to that effectively for distance. So roll, and again, this is why a proper scale would be good. I'd still say with 10, you're able to get running down the one side of the pool, probably more to this area type of thing, because these aren't the proper 5 squares.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alrighty. Daniel, you just lay there. You're doing good there, boy. And John!
Yes. Well, seeing as currently I have in my hands a 50 caliber pistol and a shotgun, seeing as I put my Colt away, so I'm going to be shooting at the car with the Desert Eagle and the shotgun. Boom.
Got you. And for your 2 actions, does it affect your target numbers or not? It's being different game mechanics.
You've got two-fisted, which learn to fight with 2 weapons at once. When attacking with a weapon in each hand, I roll each attack separately, but ignores the multi-action penalty.
Gotcha. Okay. I was about to say if you got a penalty on that. So, shoot away, McDuff. Target number is 4 to hit this oncoming vehicle. Every raise is good for you. Just like for...
Okay. So here's the Desert Eagle.
Not a raise, but a hit, and it's the Desert Eagle, so that counts as a tick. By the way...
Armor piercing, too.
Yep. And then...
Felix is trying to help me out here.
That's good. That's a cat cam. All right. And then make another shot for the shotgun. Now, it doesn't really have armor piercing because you got the scatter in there right now.
Right.
So it's not going to be... You're going to need a raise to make it count. Desert Eagle, you didn't need a raise to make it count. Your shot rips up paint and does damage to the windscreen and all that kind of stuff. But the Desert Eagle got heavy into there. So it's got 2 ticks against it. And it looks like that's actually kind of... There's a... Not as instantaneous, but some darker smoke is starting to leak out of under the hood there from whatever's going on. And there's a slight grinding sound that's starting to be heard. And you do have the ability to do a 5-foot move. You have options if you want to just, jump into hot tub, which is empty.
You're muted.
Oh.
I can hear him.
No.
I'm dropping down into the hot tub.
You got it. Which is empty right now. Boop. All right. Ding. William Spot.
Really, Erica? I thought we were going to a party. I can't believe you abandoned me like that.
Hello? What's going on now? I hear more gunshots. Hello?
Hold my action.
Hold. All right. You are holding your action. All right, car's about to come smashing through these things. At what point do you want to no longer hold your action?
Well, I'm seeing if she's responding to my statement.
Well, what was the comment? I thought we were going to go to a party.
Yeah, I said, Erica, what is this? I thought we were going to a party.
I'm not Erica, I'm Betty. Comes from your phone, of course.
I know. Right.
At this point, you notice, since you're standing there holding your action, as soon as Veronica bolts to one side, this car that was beelining to go through those Greek columns and all that kind of stuff is veering. It's not going to be able to cover the pool's depth, but it doesn't seem to be paying to... It's veering to go towards Veronica. So you still have your action.
Why would the car go after Veronica? The hair? Couldn't be the hair. Could it be the hair?
Are you bullshitting right now?
So, I'm confused here, Betty.
Okay, sorry. We got this moment. I'm confused here, Betty. The camera sees the cop car plowing through this stuff. A garden gnome just goes flying. It's coming right at us. So I'm confused here, Betty. In the peripheral, you see John shoot, jump into the hot tub, and everyone's running. So I'm confused here, Betty. Go on.
I thought that Erica was controlling and possessing the car right now. But she seems to be going after Veronica. But that doesn't make any sense. Because Erica died, I'm assuming, and because her husband killed her. However, Veronica has the hairs that we assume belong to Tom's wife or lover, Eleanor. But why would the car go after her? If the book.
John in the pool.
Can someone be bound by a book?
Oh, if you think about what the book is covered in, almost certainly.
Maybe. I don't know. Wait, possessed car? Alright. So anything else you wish to do your action?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Car swerves. It doesn't handle itself quite well. The wheels wobble.
But what's more?
What?
I'm doing that like calm person sitting on the corner with my phone.
Spirit check, please. This is a cool moment. You need to pull off a spirit check on this one. Oh, all right. Yeah, you're like, you know, the car is partially because it's probably veering. As it veers, you notice the tires just don't handle well as it kind of goes in a little bit on the alignment, kind of goes bad on the one side as the car turns, and it's starting to do a bit of a roll as it's heading towards the pool area, as it seems to be accelerating fast to try and clear the pool. Veronica, you see it's definitely veered off course towards you, but that little roll that started, and some of that smoke starts coming up from the area where both, you know, Lugnut hit originally with a one shot, and the car continues its roll and flips on its side as it's going slightly airborne and smashes into the pool. This huge wave of water comes up. I need you to do an agility check right now, or you're going to be a wet cookie. Oh, critical failure. The center, the epitome of the tsunami that comes out of the pool. You are a drowned rat, my friend. Lose a beanie. Just to get wet.
Just to not get wet.
I see Dean would.
You want to look like an idiot right now? Because I imagine she went twinkle left, twinkle right, twinkle left.
Oh yeah, you're like,
I do actually think I want to use a beanie. No, just for humor's sake, would I use a beanie to soak?
Oh, that. Okay. All right. There you go. You know what? You've done that. You beautifully get out of this tsunami water, but because of the joke, I'm giving you back a beanie. Bang. There you go. The soak joke was so horrid. You're like, and this huge wave of water just goes, and it cracks. You hear the car smash into the other wall, and you can see the damage done, and the car has gone down, guys. This initiative seems to slow down now as the car is out of the question. But we're going to do a new round here.
Somebody's interrupting.
Oh, I'm sorry, you interrupted. Yeah, you did interrupt. How rude. Yes, what do you wish?
I wave Veronica over.
Veronica, come over here! Now, my question is, Veronica, did you head south or north for your epic roll out of the way for the water, is the question. You were heading to the house.
Towards the house.
So you've gone south more. So yeah, you're like, you know. Yeah. Dean, you're just happy that you weren't standing there because the amount of water. Yeah.
I'm trying to avoid getting wet.
The funny thing is, if Veronica was still standing in that area, the car probably would have hit the water anyways, and you would have had to have that tsunami. So the idea that you didn't want to dive into the pool, yet the car still gets you drenched, would have been even more comical, I would have said. Yeah.
But who would have guessed that dealing with a vampire turned into a bloodbath?
Yeah, that's not good, but you guys still survived. Yeah, well, one did. Puma. There we go. Bloodbath. In a public washroom. That's the twice the vampires like hanging out in the public washroom.
What we're gonna do with all these points? I have 125,000.
Yeah, I got to rethink my XP points now. You know, it's like I had some rewards, but I'm having a hard time living up to making entire worlds for people. But alrighty. What I can do is for every 10,000 points, you get one extra experience point in you know. Alrighty. So, So top of the clock, hey, guess what? This round is now led by Veronica.
I'm going to continue to the house.
Alrighty. She is continuing to the house. I want to have John and William and even Dean do smarts rolls for me, please, people.
I'm already hollering. You don't want to go in there.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. Yeah, that proves it. Your 11 is definitely there. Dean, all right, and John, you're still reacting to the car. You're popping your head up from the hot tub, so you're literally looking up at the hot tub right now, so you're not fully aware what's going on. Dean, remember the second cop? All loose objects were impaled into his body, and she's heading to the house. And William's yelling for you, don't go in, Veronica. So you hear these guys yelling as you've still got your initiative. You can make it into the house this round, or you can fall back. And apparently, you got the whole horror movie, William, no! And Dean's even going, you know?
That's
I think I'm going to continue in. I feel like she hasn't...
You're doing all the great horror movie moments that you split up the group earlier.
It's the, like, she heard it, but it doesn't register what they're saying until, like, probably after she's in the house. All
right. The best part is your main entrance is the kitchen. Effectively, that would be your door in. So as you come into the kitchen, I need you to do a notice check, please.
What I'm looking for in the house, like the reason I'm running towards the house.
You can untarget the guy now, too.
How do I do that?
Just hit the circle with the line through it.
Yeah.
The target button.
Figured it out. Holy. All right. Thing you notice, there are 2 dead cops, first off. And the obvious, there's one cop that's been flayed alive. And then there's another cop that's just laying there. And he's just bloody. You can't tell what killed him.
I noticed that, but I'm staying true to my mission. I'm looking for... Basically, you know how like some houses have like little like places where they keep envelopes and bowls to put the letters in, or like any sort of bowl and paper or flour.
You have to run across the kitchen, down the main entrance, and you know where the front door is, and you've got that little spot where you put your spare keys. There's a letter opener and all that kind of stuff, probably in that area, in your top of your brain from what you've seen. Otherwise, you have to go to his study, which his study is upstairs.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna run towards the door, like the front door first.
You got it. So hey, guess what, everybody? Do. McDonald's, you're loving it? What the hell? All right. We get to use the indoor map, which is actually to scale. Dun, dun, dun. So everything is just boop. Why are you so small? Oh, I know why. Let's just remove that token. Delete all tokens. And we'll just drag you from the combat tracker. Bang. There you go, Veronica. You are on the map for now. There we go. So you're in the kitchen area. The dead bodies, you know the little island you got there? The flayed cop is kind of flayed over the counter. And the other cop that is just bloody. He's... You know, for people watching the movie, he's missing all the cutlery that was stuck in his body. He's just lying there as a bloody mass in the corner. He's in the corner there by the dishwasher, you know, the DW. You know, he's in that area. What you want to go is to the 2-story foyer of this place, right by the giant, elegant upper stair. Oh, this would be a nice house to go through. I mean,
yeah, it would be a nice house.
It is.
That's where I'm heading.
It even has a powder room. I mean, like, come on. I mean, look at that place. I mean, alrighty. And now you are down to your movement. You've gotten into the house, so effectively your 6 has been covered. But if you're doing a sprint still, you can roll another dice 6, and that's how many more squares you can cover this round. So, it's... Okay, so effectively you got 5 more squares, because I said that you've already covered the 6 to get in here, so you got 5 more squares you can move.
So does that mean I can move a
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, roundabouts. You're just kind of coming up to that area there. As you're coming up. What you're looking at is you got these arched open areas. The little table would be, I'm just going to draw a little if I can. I've only got, yeah. We're looking at, see where I got an arrow pointing? You got a little table thing that's got the bowl on it and all that kind of stuff, just the key bowl and all that stuff that's in that corner. The only downside is with Savage Worlds, the drawable squares and circles has been replaced with templates, which is good. They have a grenade template, a flamethrower template. They have different templates for stuff, but I can't draw a regular circle or square anymore. That's the only downside. So I'll use arrows to point at times. There we go. So that's as far as you get at that moment. Dean, what do you wish to do? As I go back to the other map.
I'm gonna look at the other guys and just say, I don't really want to go back.
What? No.
Somebody should probably go get her. I'm gonna go that way and then down.
Yep. Effectively, same situation. You put yourself where Veronica was, so next round you'll spend your 6 or your regular movement.
All along the way, I'm like, Veronica, get out of the house.
Veronica, get out of the house. Veronica, get out of the house. Alrighty, next.
I'm not even entirely sure why Veronica went in the house in the first place when she was waved over before this round even started.
It's the horror movie element. That's what's going on. Get out of the house.
Look,
stop running down the middle of the road.
She's a very determined girl.
That determination might get Veronica killed tonight.
As does happen in most horror movies.
Yeah, she is making the great qualifications to be a Doctor Who assistant.
That is true.
Hey, look, I have goals.
Only we could have solved this without going in the house.
So, John, your move. You're in the hot tub. Shit, Veronica ran into the house. You can do a quick little smarts check yourself. Oh no, you already did. That's right. It's starting to kick in now. Wait, that's not a good idea.
What's Tom doing?
Tom's just standing there. He's just watching everything going on, and he's literally, his body's kind of watched the car kind of just smash in a bit, and now he's kind of looking back at the house. He's kind of watched Veronica, like his body's slowly been watching Veronica. She's kind of ran and gone into the house and stuff like that. He's no longer creepy. He's just this guy without skin that's standing there with a knife. He's just not really doing the heebie-jeebies anymore. He's just disgusting. It's gone from horror to... You're tripping all over the tiles, man. It's not right. I mean,
No. That's where you drip blood. On the tiles, where it's easy to clean.
That's true. Yeah, stay on the tiles. Let me get a towel. Just stay on the towel. He's like a wet dog. Stay there. Don't come in the house.
All right, I'm gonna climb out of the hot tub.
Mm-hmm.
Next to William there.
Mm-hmm.
And
how was the hot tub?
Like, William, what do you know about? I mean, this entity. I mean, what's going on here?
So,
no driving or in the car coming at us. Do you have any idea what's causing this?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Really?
So then I'm just gonna keep on. I'm gonna keep on moving this way around and I'm actually heading.
Mm-hmm.
Try to head down around towards the front of the house.
You got it. You can get down to about Dean's position. Actually, no, you got out of the hot tub, so...
I got out of the hot tub.
Yeah, so that's probably about, you know...
The question,
I'd so much like to... On a game, I so much like to just kind of smack some people right now, because it's like...
Actually, I think he just said, did you see him winking? Like, your sarcasm is not going well, apparently. So do you call after him as he's starting to take off? Like you were being sarcastic.
Did his person look me in the face when he talked to me?
He did. So I'd give a notice.
There was lots of winking.
Okay, I'll give you a notice check there, Puma, because I wasn't aware as a DM. So give you a notice check there for that. You're frantic, you're busy, but hey, you notice he's winking.
Okay, so can you like be honest and come free on some information here?
I set something free.
Okay.
She possesses things. Apparently, she throws knives as well.
All right. And who is this person? Or this entity?
His wife.
Points to the guy on the ground.
Okay.
Well, his cheating wife.
So what do we know about...
Do you know that it's actually...
Smarts roll. Smarts roll, John. It's his wife. You saw 3 objects picked up by Veronica. I'll allow you a smarts roll.
Okay.
You got a 4 there. You remember earrings, a book, and a piece of hair in a vial that Veronica's got. The car seems to suddenly be interested in Veronica.
Is it possible that one of those items belonged to her?
It could be the earrings, but I'm betting on the book.
Is there a financial motivation for you to steer away from these earrings?
Not at all.
Okay. I'm sorry, but I mean, when you came here the initial night, what was your objective?
Because Puma's already placed it together. His character can't logically jump to the same conclusion. Look at Puma. He's like, I know what's going on. Speak, rabbit. Stop being.
Stealing from the money from the safe.
Wait,
was there anything else you were supposed to be grabbing?
Has your burglary been revealed to everybody else, or I thought it was only me in the car?
Only she knows.
Yeah,
my burglary.
So Puma, all you're armed with is 3 items. Betty made a comment that there could be a fetter that's connected to the person. The hair may be Eleanor. There's earrings and a book. So that's good enough for that's all your characters got to work on, but you're a smart enough character to figure that, okay, if one of those
items has got to have a link to...
Yeah. One's got a link for Tom. The other, one of those other items probably has a link, and that's why the car was interested in going after. You're a smart enough character to put that together, but not a smart enough character to go with the elusiveness of the William Scott, apparently. So, but
I want something out of this excursion. Although I should probably say something about the earrings, shouldn't I, Betty?
Oh, you acknowledge the fact that I'm still listening in on this. Yeah, this thing called teamwork, and you might have to work with these guys more for your paycheck.
It might be the earrings.
Well, no matter what, we've got to destroy these items, and all 3 of them if we can, in order to get rid of these entities.
Destroy things we don't know what are attached to.
The truth is out there. I don't know what.
That could be much more dangerous.
The stones themselves are worth value, though. So
absolutely.
Look, there are many ways to...
So you still have your movement now that you have a better idea. You've had your conversation, but you're...
So I am still gonna... I'm like trying to move towards the front of the house, though, because I want...
Yep. You're hooping around.
Go through the house.
Yep, I gotcha. You're just gonna go past the greenhouse with all the shattered glass.
Yep.
You got it.
Horror movie.
Horror movie, that's your defense?
My assumption, though, is that whatever it is not going to be coming after me, though.
Yep. And Daniel, you just lay there. You're doing good. I'm glad you got paid for your cameo. We're gonna have to have some famous actor that plays Dan, so he's just up for a moment and gets knocked down. You know, it's like the whole.
Jude Law.
Oh no! It has to be.
Elijah Wood.
No. Game of Thrones first. Sean Bean. There we go. Has to be Sean Bean.
No, but he has to be a good guy.
Sean Bean there.
Mm-hmm.
He has to be in there long enough to become likable.
That's true. That's true. All right. Okay, so we are now down to you, Mr. Scott. He's running up that hill.
Towards the kitchen door 10. Whatever
Dude.
your side 10 is.
Yeah. You're kind of just doing your beeline that way, so you're also getting to that spot there.
Destroy the earrings. I screamed through the house.
Top of the clock. Oh, great! You just lie there, Daniel. You're amazing job, Daniel. You're a great actor. Yeah. All right. Hey, you've got the roll on initiatives here, Veronica. I'm just saying.
Doing good.
The other things now going to be playing this initiative too, but you know.
I'd like to run
Is the question.
up to the corner.
Yep.
Yeah. Did I hear him?
Well, we got Dean. No, don't go to the house. Don't go to the house from Dean. And then destroy the earrings is now being yelled by William. So yeah, you kind of heard everything kind of coming through there.
Cool. I go up to the thing. Do I see like a little bowl and anything kind of made out of paper?
Oh yeah, a lot of receipts and basically they went up to a restaurant. But careful, some of this is a slightly glossy looking paper. Like receipt
I'm indifferent
paper.
to that. I grab.
You don't know about the carcinogens I could release when you burn it. You might get
very
cancer.
Crumple some up, put it in the bowl, put the book, the earrings, and the hair in the bowl. Grab my lighter, light it.
All right. Those are multiple actions. So now you've got yourself the bowl with the stuffs, like you're putting all the stuffs in. You're stocking the pool. You got the items. You're getting the items ready. That's your action this round. You're getting all ready. Next round is Inferno moment. Alrighty. So we now get Dean. You're able to enter the house. You're able to enter.
I'm going and just peeking around the corner like, get out of the house.
There was this Eddie Murphy skit. I mean, just, way back, I think it was Raw or whatever. He's like, white people going up to a house and they get out. And they're like, oh, let's go investigate. And he's going, if I was there, get out. We're out here. We're gone. We're going. The house said get out. We're getting out. I mean, But it's just, what a picture of Dean. Yeah, get out. All right, anything else? Just holding your action to...
Would I be able to see the bodies?
Yes.
Peeking in.
Yes, you would. I want you to do a notice check. You just need to know that the environment is slightly different. Yep, you realize the cutlery is missing from Mr. Pincushion.
The bloody guy's missing the knives and stuff that were in him, so watch out for flying things too.
The bloody guy's missing the knives. You remember that bloody corpse, and you're like, oh.
No.
Watch out for flying things.
Alrighty. And... boo. Mr. Earp. John. You're going to head down the small gap between the side of the house and the shattered glass of the greenhouse.
Yep, sprinting.
We're going to put you down here. Alrighty. As you're just sprinting down there, you do have the garage that you can hook and go in that way if you want. And go through the kitchen and down the house, what you're avoiding in the first place. Or continue working your way down and around the garage to the front door.
All the way down around the garage.
That's going to be a while. You're going to be like one more turn, 2 more turns to get to the door. Basically, you're doing your full sprint. You'll get down to the bottom of the garage, next one, and then your next sprint. Don't worry about rolling it because this map's so accurate. But I'll say in 2 turns, you'll be able to get yourself to that front door as you're just doing the little running man. You know, your hands are going like this for some reason because it makes you run faster. All right, so... No, they're not, because you got guns in either hand balancing your stride out. What? You've seen the movies. Forrest Gump does it. All right, so... Run, Forrest, run! Oh, we had to have that. And...
See, that doesn't... You can't say you've seen the movies and then say Forrest Gump to me, because I've never seen it.
There are other people out there that are not you, Lugnut. Mama used to say... Lugnuts don't watch movies. Mama was a smart person. Sorry, Harry.
Not a water boy, okay?
No, actually, that's how he was talking in the movie. If you'd seen it, you would have known.
That's actually Forrest Gump.
I know. I could deduce as much.
All right.
I'm going in.
You're going in. You get to go onto cool map number 1. So, like said for her, you get to roll your pace die, and the actual die roll is what movement you've got left as you enter our little house here. Holy crap! You can actually run right up and go, hey, you can get like to the square behind Veronica if you want to. But
seriously, maybe not the book. Also, get out of the fucking house.
Now that was your full sprint too, so your action's gone up on that one. So, alrighty. And at the bottom of the clock, this is just too simple. The bowl goes flying and smashes against the far wall, the wall to the east. If you're facing it, it would have been off to your left-hand side. The bowl just went flying out, shatters against the wall. All the stuff goes flying. And that's its action. Top of the clock.
Okay.
I play with telekinesis. Try and keep something still. Come on. Doop. Oh my god. The Joker. All right. Daniel got the Joker bonus, so he gets to be extra incapacitated today. You know what? The bleeding has stopped. He's not going to bleed to death. He just happens to be unconscious and not bleeding to death. There, that's what his Joker bonus gives him. Oh, and I got a beanie! You go spend that while you sleep. All right, and we get to the next person. Veronica! Again, Mrs. Initiative. I just say it.
I am going to try and collect the 3 items.
Well, you still have the 3 items. Like, you were putting the paper and all that stuff together. And you've got, like, the vial and the earrings in one hand and the book, like, you know, and actually, you probably have them inside the hand and the book being grabbed with the fingers because your other hand had to be free. So you've got the 3 items on you.
Okay.
Beep, 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 beep.
I would like to grab some more paper and just run out of the house.
Most of the paper's on the floor. You're going to have to stop, bend down, and pick up the papers.
Just go. I'll get the paper. Not to mention that there are cars and other